So field extractions. So what are field extractions basically? Field extractions means, if you see over here, there is Splunk interface. Okay, I will remove this one and I will be taking the regular index which we'll be using earlier, net underscore index, source type. Let me take the source type as well so that it will be getting the data quickly. Okay, I will select all time. So once I select all time and I click on this search button, okay, so Splunk has produced some events, right? That's what we know, what we have seen earlier. So Splunk has produced an events, and Splunk also, it has produced some fields. Okay, it has produced some fields. So if you do remember, okay, so whenever we have indexed this particular file, okay, whenever we have created this particular index, net underscore index, okay, I have clearly explained, right? At the time of creation itself, before indexing itself, Splunk gives the option of creation of the fields, right? So what are the things that we have seen on the day? So source type is the one, okay, host is the one, and index is the one that we can pre-specify, okay, in whatever fashion we want. Okay, if you do not have an idea, Splunk only produces, okay, that is another thing. But host, okay, source type and index, we can pre-specify the things so that whatever the names we want, we can get the things indexed with these three fields. Okay, so we have seen on the other day. Okay, so that means what, Splunk will be producing the fields. Okay, and also it gives an option for us to produce the fields as well before indexing itself. Okay, that is one thing. And again, after searching over here, after clicking on the search button, okay, it produces events, right? At the time of producing these events, it will be extracting these fields, other fields as well. Okay, so other fields as well. So these are all called as the field extraction. So whatever Splunk extract the fields, whether before indexing, after indexing, okay, so it will be extracting some fields. Okay, it is giving you some fields. So these are called as the field extractions. Okay, these are called as the field extractions basically. So as I have told you right now, okay, so before indexing itself, Splunk will provide the option, right, in order to specify these things. Okay, so before indexing itself, it will providing the option. And at the time of searching, after indexing, at the time if you write the SQL query, and after writing the SQL query, if you click on the search button, at the time also it will be producing the fields. Okay, that means there are two types of field extractions. Okay, there are two types of field extractions. Okay, so what are those? One is the index type field extraction. Before indexing only, some fields, we can always produce some fields, right? So in index, source type and host, these fields we can always produce, right? So apart, these are the default fields. Okay, default fields. What are the total default fields? Host, source type, index, and timestamp. Okay, and some internal fields. Okay, these are the default fields that Splunk will be producing. So either default fields we can produce before indexing, or our own fields also we can define. Okay, not only default fields only. Okay, on the other day we have seen default fields, but also other fields also we can define before indexing itself. Okay, that's what Splunk is saying. So if you define such fields before indexing itself, it is called as an index time field extraction. Okay, what is that? If you define before indexing itself, if you define some fields, okay, these are called as index type field extractions. That is, the fields which are extracted at the time of indexing itself, or else before indexing itself. These are called as index time field extractions. And more importantly, they will be saved permanently in the index itself. Okay, they will be saved permanently in the index itself. So these fields, okay, so this host, source type, these fields are permanently saved in net underscore index. Okay, are permanently saved in the net underscore index. Whereas the other fields are there, right? These are not saved in the index. Okay, whenever you search over here, at the time of searching, it will producing those fields. Okay, at the time of produce or searching, it will produce those fields. Okay, so this type of fields, which type of fields? The fields which are extracted at the time of searching. Once if you write the SQL query, and once if you start searching, at the time of searching, if some fields are created, these are called as such time field extractions. Okay, these are called as such time field extractions, and these fields will not be stored in the index. Okay, these fields will not be stored in the index. So there are two types of field extractions. One is the index type field extraction, the other is the search type field extraction. So index type field extractions are the fields which are created at the time of creation of the index itself, or before the at the time of creation of index itself, and they are permanently stored in the index, permanently in the index. Search type field extractions are the fields which are created once after indexing, and whenever you write the SQL query, and if you manually search, okay, if you manually try to search after clicking the search button, okay, the fields which are produced at that particular point in time, these are called as custom field extractions. These fields will not be stored in the index. These fields typically will not be stored in the index. They will be, each and every time they will be created whenever you press on the search button. At the time of searching only, these fields will be created. Okay, you have to remember these things. Okay, there will be two types of field extractions. One is the index time field extraction, and the other is the search time field extraction. Index time field extractions are created at the time of index, and search time field extractions are created at the time of your search. Whenever you start your search query, okay, whenever you start your search, at the time only they will be created. So each and every time they will be created. They won't be stored in the index. So that is the thing. Okay, so and again there are, again if you consider indexed fields, okay, index time field extractions, there will be two types of fields. One is default fields and custom fields. That's what I have said earlier. Okay, default fields means we know already: host, source type, index, and timestamp. These fields, okay, these fields, however, they will be created at the index time only. Okay, even if you specify, or if you do not specify, Splunk only will be created. Okay, Splunk only create those fields. If you specify, whatever you have specified, with that name Splunk will create. This is about default fields. Okay, and apart from that, okay, not only default fields, most of the people think that index type field extractions are only default fields. That is not the case. Please do remember. Okay, index type field extractions are not only the default fields, even custom fields also you can define at the time of indexing itself. Okay, so the props.configuration file and transforms.configuration file are used for that purpose only. Okay, you can go to the props.configuration file and transforms.configuration file, and you can define your own custom fields at the time of index only, before indexing only. Whenever the index is going to start, at the time only you can define the custom fields as well. Okay, so that they will be saved in the index. Okay, they will be saved in the index, and they will be representing in your search query as well. Okay, that is the thing. So again, index time field extractions will be having two types. One is the default field extraction, another is the custom field extraction as well. Okay, so that's what he's saying. Default fields, these are the ones which Splunk automatically adds to each event. That's what we have seen right on the other day. Custom fields, these are the one which you specify. If you specify by going into the props.configuration file and transforms.configuration file, then custom fields also will be created as index time field extractions. Okay, that's what you have to remember. Okay, but there is a disclaimer over here. Okay, so what is that one? What Splunk says is, even though whatever the index time field extractions you are talking about, okay, so even though at the time of index time, even though you can create custom fields or default fields, both type of things you can create, right, at the time of index time field extractions. Okay, at the time of indexing itself, it is always a good practice again to create custom fields. What are the custom fields you are going to create? Don't create at the time of index time. Don't create at the time of indexing. Okay, create at the time of searching itself. It's always a good practice to create custom fields at the time of searching, not at the time of indexing. Okay, that's what Splunk says. Okay, that's what Splunk says. Why? Because whenever you try to create custom fields at the time of indexing itself, okay, so by default what Splunk does, Splunk will be producing the default fields, right? Even though if you do not specify default fields, definitely Splunk will be producing at the time of indexing itself, right? So whenever it is trying to produce default fields, at the same time, if you also write your own custom fields, if you also ask Splunk to produce some custom fields as well, so the burden on the Splunk increases or not? Naturally it will be increasing, right? So the processing time will be definitely higher. Okay, the processing will take more processing time, because it has to execute the custom fields as well as it has to execute the defined fields, your own custom fields. Okay, your own defined fields. So the processing time will be more, and it will be taking more time to produce fields. Okay, the performance will be less and the processing time will be more. Okay, not only that, even after completion of the indexing as well, in the background the process will be running. Okay, so when after writing the SQL query, again if you search on the search button, okay, whenever you click on search button, it will be trying to execute again whatever the events it has produced. It will be trying to execute what it will try to execute the fields. It will try to execute some more fields. Is it correct or not? We are seeing over here, right? After indexing, whenever you are trying to, if you write SQL query and if you search over here, okay, it will be trying to execute some more fields for you. Okay, so and again the background process, whatever the indexing you have completed, even though the index is completed, the background process will be running. So because of that background process are running at the time of fields creation of the index time. Okay, so again it will be taking more time for this one. Okay, again it will be taking more time for this one. All this happened due to why? Because you have defined your own custom fields at the time of indexing itself. Okay, so because you have defined the custom fields at the time of indexing itself, even though after searching, even though after indexing as well, because the process will be running, some more process will be running in the background. Even though if you specify, okay, even though if you are searching over here, it will try to execute more fields, and again these fields also will be taking more time because you have given your own custom fields at the time of indexing. Okay, that's why what does Splunk says, it's always a best practice. It's a good important interview question. Okay, please do remember, it's always a good practice to define your own custom fields. Okay, at the time of system only. Okay, so you can extract your own fields at the time of system field extractions. As a system field extractions, it's always a good practice to extract fields. To extract your own fields, it's always a good practice at the time of system field extractions. As system field extractions, as index time field extractions, okay, you can allow only default fields. Okay, so that there will be no burden. Okay, this is the thing. If you see over here, even he's also saying the same thing. While working with fields, consider that most machine data either are not structured or structured. Okay, whatever it may be, it is structured or unstructured data. Okay, they changes constantly. For this type of data, use system field extractions for maximum flexibility and reliability. Okay, system field extractions, if you use, it will be having maximum flexibility and reliability. System field extractions can be easily modified even after you have defined it. So because because you have defined by using various methods like regular expressions, you can easily modify it. Okay, if you want to change something else, okay, other than the pattern what you have defined as the fields, again you can change it because you have defined it. Okay, it will be easy for you. That's what he's saying. The general rule as recommended by Splunk, it is better to perform most knowledge building activities such as field extractions at such time only. Okay, index time custom field extractions can cost performance at both index time and search time. That's what we have discussed, right? So if you use index time searching, okay, it will be cost performance at both index time as well as search time. Okay, whenever a new field is added to the number of fields extracted during indexing, the indexing process slows. Also such operations and whatever we have discussed, he is saying the same thing. Okay, it becomes slower due to the increased additional fields. To avoid such performance issues, consider relying upon such time field extractions only.